Today is Friday, August 7th at 7:43 in the morning. This actually is a drop cloth that looks like two wings. What is that called? Oh, shoot. When they put ink on a paper and the psychiatrist wants to see what your mind thinks. Oh, shoot. Well, somebody's going to leave it in the comment. Well, it is what it is. It's irrelevant. All right. This is the next morning from this stuff. Oh, right on there, Ricky. Ricky Bobby. Come on. Okay. All right. Woo, look at all this bullshit. People are bullshit. All right, looks like a bunch of bullshit. So the last video that you watched, you obviously saw what it looks like, what it did look like up in the ceiling right here as I laid on the floor. This is a good shot. Like I told you, everything, they had to keep this because this stack goes up the house in between the two bathrooms. So pretty cut and dry. Plumbers came in around 8 o'clock yesterday, which was a Thursday. Basically all came in here, had a round table meeting without the table, and said, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I said, listen, what's the perfect thing? He says, well, in new code, if we had to redo this entire house, it would go down the beams and down walls, and obviously, the architects or, people like that, they build houses to the point where this wall would have been built around. I said, all right, well, what are we doing? He goes, well, we could do that. I said, okay, well, let's just take the stress off the ceiling, because this is what was outside. That was the stack. That's what came down. That was... that was in the wall, that labyrinth of pipes. This is the pile that's left of stuff that they cut out. These are the two toilet sweeps, right? This one toilet sweep, one toilet sweep was here. The other toilet sweep was there. So today they're going to come back, probably any second. So the plan was, for the price that I paid, everything's getting ripped out. And they're doing everything brand new. So they stopped yesterday, so they put a nice new brass ring for the 2x4 shower. They're going to go down this bay, and they capped it for tonight. They didn't glue it, and then they'll just connect it right there. That's the second floor guest sink, which comes down, goes down. And yes, this is actually pitched because I did put their level on it, and it is an eighth inch every foot, which you could do more, but that's actually the old sink for the old sink. The kitchen originally had the sink where the stove was, so it's an air vent that goes up. That's the original air vent that went down and into the original stack. This is an air vent. This will never see water unless this whole thing backs up. And this is the toilet. 3-inch toilet goes down, elbow, piece, elbow, 45. That's it. And this is where they connected to the old stack, because it goes under the tile, underneath us into the garage. That's going to be for the wash machine, which is on the other side. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So, obviously when they leave today, I'll make another video. Probably be a 3-part video. And they'll come, excuse me, let me just make something easier. They're going to come, this way, and they'll put the stack there. And I'll show you. Did some electrical work yesterday. This is the stove line. I'll just connect that to the ceiling when they're done. Let's just get that out of their way. I cleaned up some of these wires. That's it. Here's the new tub. That was a brass fitting. So they connected it with one of those swivel things, which that's the only way. Because believe it or not, to do the whole tub was expensive. It's like $150 just to buy the piece, the drain and all that, and brass and everything, and then so it comes down. And so then I asked him real quick, I said, why didn't you just bring this thing up here, and then put this thing down here? He says, well, that's the thing about plumbing. It all works. It's never going to leak. Well, never, but you never say never. But yes, when you do look back, you say to yourself, oh wow, I could have done that. Because now what I have to do is, other than building this out, which technically doesn't go past the original spot, if you see that right here. So I could put the 2x4s back, which are not load bearing. These are load bearing. And I could box this back out. And I could keep the original box and just paint and retrim it. Great, because the toilet, all this stuff is in the bay. This comes down a little bit, but all you got to do is just put stuff here. I'm sorry, and just tamper down the drywall a little bit. It's not the worst thing in the world. And but I'm gonna have to. There's an outlet behind this bag. I'm gonna have to redo this wall because now I gotta move my beam like over here and box it out this way. But whatever. So this is it. This is what it looks like today. They're en route, or coming back today. What they're going to do today is finish the tub. That goes down here. Finish the toilet. Flange is already in. Come down, sweeping 90 into this. This is capped. My tub works. My sink works. And the toilet works upstairs. They're going to regrout the toilet upstairs. They're going to do this. There's a problem in there I'll touch upon tomorrow. They're actually just going to do that. And then downstairs. We're just doing that. That's going to be, you know what, let me just run down. Take a quick look of this. Everything's out of the ceiling. This way there's no, I could sister it up. I could put a beam this way. After I get rid of these nails and stuff, I could put a beam this way. Get rid of this, put a beam this way, put it back. And I might be able to even somehow, I don't know how, put a beam this way. And then obviously eventually I'm going to have to gut all this because I have to put the beams on top of here. And then 1, 2, 3 go to this wall. So then I'll have to put beams here. But I gutted it this much. What's another 4 feet? Plus I want to gut this entire basement. I'm sorry, it's a den. Because I want to, I don't like the popcorn ceiling. And the walls are wavy. And that's the garage. And I want to better insulate the garage. I'm going to show you the basement. And then that's it, today's video, until they leave. Awkward, huh? That's the split. So he's going to come out of here. He's going to leave it over here somewhere with some kind of fancy thing he has. He has it all on the truck. And then this drain thing, which I don't know if he's going to replace or not. It's just going to sit in it. We're going to come out of here with some copper pipes. I'm going to drop the light. We're going to put some copper pipes with a ball valve right here because the washer is going to go right here. He says he's going to remove this. This is for the ice maker. He's going to come out on the top of the cold right here. He's going to give me some kind of valve that goes right up to the ice machine. He's going to throw that in because it's on the truck and he's just doing it. We're going to remove this entire piece right here. We're going to cap this. This is the trap. Excuse me. This is the stack now in PVC, and it's this just sweeps into it. And if it's any relation to what the hell else was in the house, it's not really much of a sweep. And he's going to cut this, cap this. I'm going to move the dryer. I'm going to move the vents. I'm going to move the vent all the way up to here. I'm just going to just take this all out. Okay, so he's going to cut this. This is just dust. This is just a temp. That's just a temp for last night so we could have the sink going. That's it. Hot and cold is going to get ripped out of the bay. New sink. This is all going to get ripped out. So this is what it looks like before it gets ripped out. Maybe I'll have him cut it all the way back here. I'll put some valves there so I can isolate this, isolate that. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for my plumbing saga.